Today's video is going to be extremely different from my normal home renovation videos, but I wanted to share with you guys this other side of me that loves baking and vintage. So since Easter is coming, let's have an Easter tea party. I've been collecting vintage china for quite some time. I always wanted to have a tea room or a bakery that has tea parties, but that dream kind of fizzled out, but I still have all of my teacups from that time. So I decided to have a tea party with my whole family for Easter brunch. This video was actually filmed last year and I just felt like it was too late to post it because it was right around Easter time and after Easter. So I decided to hold it off and just post it this year. So these are our sweet little ducklings. Aren't they just the absolute cutest? Wilbur was getting a little jealous, so we decided to pretend that he just took a bath too, and he was soaking up all the attention. So now it's time to set the table. I found these adorable plates at TJ Maxx. They probably have something similar this year. Every year they have really cute place settings for Easter, and I just thought that these were super sweet and also just easy to throw out for everyone. So I started by setting the table with some of these greens and garland, but then I just realized there was too much stuff, so I ended up taking those out. But I found these little sacks at the Dollar Tree. I think they actually have these again this year, and I just put in the silverware to that and added that to the table. I thought it looked really sweet. At each place setting, I also added a teacup, and then I found some little Easter chocolate bars and I put those in each teacup. I mentioned before that I do have a big vintage china collection, but also Easter is my favorite holiday to decorate for, so I have a ton of Easter stuff. So I put out all of my Easter teapots and everything like that onto the table, and it helped to make it look so festive. Since my two nieces were joining us, I brought out my old table. This was from when I was a little girl, and I decided to set this up for them with their own mini china set. I found these really cute cups for them from the dollar store, and then I also added their own little silverware pouch. Now that the table's all set, let's get to baking. So the first thing we're gonna make are carrot cupcakes. I'm going to leave the links for these recipes down below. That way you guys can follow along with them. I love carrot cupcakes because I always make them with cream cheese frosting, and it's not too sweet. I don't really like when cupcakes are overly sweet, so these are perfect, and I feel like they feel a little healthier. They're definitely not because there's lots of sugar in them, but in my mind, they feel a little guilt-free. From TJ Maxx, I also found these adorable wrappers, and they are so cute. Funny thing is, I always tell you guys when like mistakes happen and stuff because I don't want my videos to come across like everything goes as planned. These wrappers ended up soaking all of the oil from the cupcakes, so I literally had to cut the cupcakes out of the wrappers and then put them into new wrappers when they were done baking. That way they look pretty, so you guys might pick up on that a little bit, but I didn't show it in the video because I was very stressed out. But yeah, so now we're just making the cream cheese frosting. The recipe might be different on the website. I always just do 1 stick of cream cheese, 1 stick of butter, and then I add in like a splash of milk, a splash of vanilla, and then I just add in as much confectioner's sugar as it needs to bind together. I'm also toasting some coconut, and this is going to be used as a decoration. So here I have a star tip, and a little hack that I like to do is I like to put my bag into a mason jar. It makes it really easy to fill your bag up with all of the frosting, and then once it's all in there, we can begin to pipe our cupcakes. If you don't have a piping bag, don't worry about it. You can definitely just spoon on the frosting and then just put the coconut on top because you really don't even notice the pretty design of the star tip anyway. So then I took some of these candied eggs and I put those on top, and I thought it looked so sweet. It looks like a little bird's nest. And then on some of the other cupcakes, again from TJ Maxx, they had great things last year. I found Peter Rabbit cupcake toppers, so I put those in some of the other cupcakes. Here are what the cupcakes look like. I think they look so sweet. I love these little toppers. So the next thing we're gonna be making are some flower-shaped quiche. These were so fun. My nieces really loved these. So right now we're just gonna be prepping the crust. You can of course make homemade crust if you would like. I just had a ton of different things I was making, so I decided to just use the good old store-bought crust for this. So what I did was I just rolled this out a little bit thinner, and then I took this flower-shaped cookie cutter, I cut that out, and there we have our flower-shaped crust for our quiche. And I just think it's a really fun way to spice up the normal quiche, and I like that they're also individual because it's fun for the little ones to eat. Once I filled up all of the pans with the crust, I just let this sit overnight in the fridge, and then the next morning it was just easy to prep. You guys will see though in the next few clips. So now we're gonna make some bunny fruit salad. This was so fun to make, super easy. You just cut up a bunch of fruit, put it in the shape of a bunny, and there you go. The girls really loved this. They thought it was so cool to see this. So it's just a little touches like this that can make anything normal really fun. Next, we're gonna make some overnight French toast. I love this so much. This is actually from Joanna Gaines' cookbook. I took it from my mom's book that she has, and it was so delicious. So I just cut up some bread and just followed along with the recipe. Again, I will link it for you guys. But I love overnight French toast because it makes it so easy the next morning. All you have to do is take it out and then just bake it, and it's no fuss, especially since we were gonna be doing a lot of different recipes for this tea party. For the French toast, I did use an Italian loaf. You guys can use whatever type of bread you like. I've tried all different kinds, and I feel like no matter what type of bread I use, it always ends up tasting good with this recipe. So really just use whatever you have. Good morning! Okay, so now it is Easter time, and actually Easter day. I woke up really early to get everything together. I was so excited to have all my family come over this day and celebrate Easter. So what we're gonna start prepping with first is the French toast topping, and we're also going to get the quiche ready. So for the topping, she has a crumble recipe that you just put on top of the French toast. It's super easy to put together and tastes delicious. I didn't have a cheese grater for the butter, so we improvised with a potato masher. So this actually worked out pretty well though. For the quiche, I didn't really follow any recipe in particular. I kind of just added the eggs in, heavy cream, cheese, and then the night before I had sauteed some spinach and mushrooms, and then I just added it in, and it was so easy to do this. You could also probably just prep the filling the night before too. That way all you have to do is pour it into the crust in the morning. I did bake the crust for, I think it was about 10 to 15 minutes before I put the filling in. That way it stays nice and crisp and it doesn't get mushy from all of the filling. After I put the filling in, then I just put it into the oven and baked it until it was done. Now that all of the food is done and ready, it's time for me to get dressed for Easter Day, which is one of my favorite parts of the day. I feel like it's finally springtime in New York and I'm able to wear some dresses. So I brought Connor his Easter basket. Then I added the topping on the French toast and put that in the oven. As if we didn't have enough food, you guys might think we're crazy at this next part, but this is our family tradition. My mom is Italian, and Italians, as you may know, tend to go overboard with food, and I have got the same gene as her. But every single year we go to a couple of the Italian bakeries around here and we get all of their Easter treats, and it's one of my favorite memories with my mom. I look forward to this every single year. So here are some of the treats that we got. They are all so delicious, and it's always so hard to stay out of these boxes until Easter morning because I just always want to dig in. The rainbow cookies are actually one of my favorites. There they are. Oh my goodness, they look so good. So I have a couple platters. I'm just going to put all the desserts on. Another adorable thing I found at the Dollar Tree were these bunny molds, and I decided to use them. I don't know if they were for ice or for like chocolate, but I just used them for ice. I thought the girls would love that, so we had some bunny ice on our Easter brunch. Happy Easter! Happy Easter, guys! Happy Easter! So here is our beautiful spread of food. Everything came out so cute and so delicious. Let me know if you guys liked this different video of me baking rather than doing home renovations. Maybe every now and then I'll throw in a baking video if you guys are interested in it.
Also, we have to be very careful with our tea set.
Okay, so let's pour it very gently.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so cute.
Your cup there.
Wow, you're getting so good at that, Annabelle.
Oh my goodness, I cannot get enough of my nieces. They are just so cute, hearing their little voices and also seeing how excited they were when they saw that they had their very own tea table. It was just the sweetest thing. They have been asking me to do it again this year, so I think we are going to do something very similar to this. It was such a great day though. I was so happy to have my family all with me and the little ducklings too. They're just so sweet. I just got this one. So cute. That other one I realized. My parents are so adorable. Even though I'm 28, they still give me an Easter basket, which is just so sweet of them. I also wanted to just remind you guys to remember the true meaning of Easter. And I hope you guys have an amazing Easter day with your families, and I hope it's filled with love and happiness. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!